Yes, he is Ramesh. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is in the list implementation, array list we have seen. The second one is linked list class. So linked list class is basically it's uses to store elements. So doubly linked list architecture. So that means both sides you can insert the elements. You can store the elements, front side and no, from last. So that's a linked list. Basically, one node point to other node. So this node will be point to other node. So everything is linking. So that's a linked list means. And linked list, it inherits the abstract list class and implements the list and DQ interfaces. Again, linked list contains the duplicate elements, same as a list, because list contains the duplicates, right? So this also contains the duplicate elements. And linked list class maintains the insertion order. So which order you inserted elements, same order it will be available. So linked list class is non-synchronized. So you can have linked list class. So even array list also non-synchronized. And also array list also maintains insertion order. Array list also can contain duplicate elements. Then what is the difference between array list and linked list? The manipulation. So array list manipulation is slow. Linked list manipulation is faster because no shifting needs to occur here. So that's the reason. And another unique difference is, so array list you can use as a list only, but a linked list you can use as a list, stack or queue. Even queue also you can use as a queue also. So that is the array list. Okay. Now, so and elements, you have a lot of elements. The methods again same. It has a default constructor and parameterized constructor. You can see linked list extends, abstract sequential list, implements list, DQ, clonable, serializable. So these are the interfaces implemented in the linked list class. And methods, same, but extra you will see there are a few more extra I want to explain here. So add first to add last. You can add the element in the beginning. You can add the element at the end. So that's a add first to add last. And even so you can get first, get last element methods also there, and get method anyhow is a list extra method. You know that already. And another important thing is peak first, peak last, poll. So poll and peak. Peak is just retrieves the first element of a list. So peak first is retrieves the first element of a list, returns null if a list is empty. Peak last also, it returns the last element and returns null if it is empty. So poll, it retrieves and removes the first element from the list. That's a poll method. Pop method is another pop method. It's on the top, right? So it pops an element from a stack. It's a stack related, represented by a list. So push, you can push an element onto the stack. So that's a push method. push, pop, pick. These methods are very important in case of a stack, if you're using a stack. Other than that, so you don't need anything extra. Next, vector class. So the last third class, right, which implements the list interface. So vector is a dynamic array to store the data elements. It is similar to array list, but it is a synchronized. Array list is non-synchronized. Linked list also non-synchronized. But vector is a synchronized. It contains many methods that are not part of collection framework. That's a vector class. And next one, stack. Understand the what is mean by a stack. Stack is the subclass of a vector. So it implements the last in, first out data structure, like LIFO we call this. LIFO structure it will follow. The stack contains all of the methods of vector class and also provides the methods like push, peek, pop. So these are the different methods it will be available for the stack. Then what is queue? Queue is another interface. So it's a first in, first out order. Like when you are standing in a queue, whichever the order you are there, and you will come out first. That's a queue, but a stack is not like that. So first will go to last, and also the last one will come out first. That's why LIFO we call that. Last in, first out. That's a stack concept. So difference between array list and linked list. So what is the main difference between array list and linked list classes? So see some of the differences are very important. Then we'll discuss on these generic and non-generic concepts. Array list internally you just say dynamic array to store the elements, but linked list you just say doubly linked list to store the elements. So manipulation with array list is slow because it internally uses an array. If one element is removed from the array, all the bits are shifted in the memory. So that's why it is slow. But linked list is faster in the manipulation. So here no shifting occurs here. That's why it's faster. So array list class can act as a list because it implements the list only. Linked list can act as a list, queue. So both, because it implements the list and DQ interfaces. That's why it acts as a list and queue also. Array list is better for sorting and accessing the data. Linked list is better for manipulating the data. So these are some of the unique differences. You can, so these are the questions in the interviews they're asking theoretical ways. And we should not miss them. I don't know, we should not say I don't know. At least tell some differences. Then finally, very important topic, generics. So what is mean by generics? So Java, so before 1.5, we have a non-generic concept. Since 1.5, so they introduced the generic concept. What is mean by generic? So generic collection allows you to have only one type of object in the collection. So generic means you are telling, okay, only this type of object should be in the collection. That's what generic. Non-generic means any type of object you can store. That's a non-generic. So it is a type safe. So typecasting is not required at runtime. Typecasting is not required at runtime. So that's a So generics, and also stronger type checks at compile time. It will check compile time itself. So typecasting, so you don't need, right? One, because you are telling clearly, okay, this is the string, this is the integer, so this is the object. So that generic type you are mentioning while creating object for array list or any class. So that typecasting is not required here. So a Java compiler applies a strong type checking to generic code and issues errors. So so if the code violates type safety, and it is easily catch the errors in the compile time itself. So elimination of casting, you can eliminate the typecasting concept. You don't need that. See, now this is the generic list interface. The list object name equal to new array list. So this is the, we are not specifying any data type. If you don't specify any type of data, you can store. So that's a non-generic. But if I add hello, and see now your so list dot get of 0 means, see, you have to typecast it. For non-generic, you have to typecast it. But same you do with the generic. See, list string list, new array list string, list dot add, and you will directly get the list dot get of 0 because it understands. So you specified here a generic. So the generics are specified in the angular brackets. So both sides you have to write. So angular brackets, you are specifying the data type. That's a generics means. And you can see this is the non-generic concept and this is the generic concept. So you're specifying the generic type with the angular braces. The type you are specifying in the angular braces. So your no array list contains all the elements of type string type. So if you try to add other than string, it will throw a compile time error. So that's the array list means. And these are the generics. You can see list data type collection name equal to WebDriver plural methods. So all plural methods returns a list type collection, and also WebDriver plural method returns a set type collection also. So list collection name new array list, I told you non-generic. List angular bracket data type collection name equal to new array list data type. So generic format, this one. So this is the generic type data type. So this is the data type. Set data type collection name equal to WebDriver plural methods. So set interface. So next one is, see, the set is implemented by HashSet, LinkedHashSet, and TreeSet, and you can write a generic type also. Both sides you can develop these generic types. So let's finish this also, set also, then we'll write the programs. So what is set? Set is another sub-interface of collection interface like a list. List is another sub-interface of a collection, but a list contains a duplicate elements. List provides a methods, index-based methods. You can access based on the index. You can insert elements in the index-based. You can delete the elements index-based. That methods the list is providing. But set, so set is a sub-interface of collection again. Set contains unique queue elements only, no duplicates are allowed here. List maintains the ordered collection, but set is unordered set of elements. It returns to you. So there is no guarantee which order you inserted, because they will store internally in the hash map in the hashing concept. it uses a hashing concept. Hashing means memory address based. It will store the elements. But array list, these are index based elements will store. But this interlining design is different. The storing design is different. Set and list storing interline design is different. So, and the set, you can store, one null value in the set, and set is implemented by HashSet. So you can see HashSet, LinkedHashSet, and TreeSet classes. So set extends to collection because these two are interfaces. See the relationship between interface and class I already told. Implements keyword you have to use. Implements keyword we have to use. So these are the three classes implementing the set interface. So HashSet is used to create a collection. So that uses a hash table for storage. So hash table concept is used to store the elements in the HashSet collection. So basically it inherits the abstract set class and implements the set interface. And HashSet stores the elements by using a mechanism called hashing. HashSet contains unique elements only. So HashSet allows null value. HashSet class is non-synchronized. Even array list, linked list are non-synchronized. Even HashSet also non-synchronized. Only vector is a synchronized class. HashSet doesn't maintain the insertion order. So there is no guarantee. So you will get an insertion order. So HashSet is the best approach for search operations. The initial default capacity of HashSet is 16 buckets. So once 3/4 is filled, and you can again add another 16 buckets. That's a HashSet. Even map also works same concept. See that public class HashSet extends abstract set, implements a set to clonable serializable. And these are the constructors, multiple constructors, and methods are all collection methods. So there is no extra methods here. So linked HashSet is, which is, so basically another child class for implementing the set interface. It extends the HashSet class and implements the set interface, but it contains unique elements. All set classes contains unique elements. The HashSet doesn't maintain the insertion order, but this linked HashSet maintains insertion order. Which order you inserted, same order will be written to you. That's a linked HashSet. So there is a TreeSet. So basically, which is implementing the set interface that uses a tree for storage. Like HashSet, TreeSet also contains unique elements. And also, so you can access and retrieval time of TreeSet is quite faster than above 2. And also the elements in TreeSet stored in ascending order. So which order the TreeSet will be? It will sort and give it to you. So ascending order, they will sort and give it to you, TreeSet if you use. So these are the three classes of a set interface. How to convert a set into list? So you write a list, angular bracket, list equal to new array list and pass the set collection name. So automatically this set will convert it into list. How to convert a list into set collection? Again, same set data type collection name equal to new hash set and pass the list collection name. Okay, so the another two, I think two only theory part. Let's finish these two. These differences, I already listed out list and set differences. list can contain duplicate elements, whereas set contains unique elements only. List is ordered collection, whereas set is unordered collection. List elements can be accessed using index, whereas set collection elements cannot be accessed using index. Remember that. So list is implemented by array list, linked list, vector, whereas set is implemented by HashSet, LinkedHashSet, and TreeSet classes. So that is the main difference between list and set. So the difference between iterator and list iterator. So again, iterator can traverse in forward direction only, whereas list iterator can be used both directions, forward, backward. So list iterator inherits the iterator interface, and it has extra methods like has next to, has previous, so previous extra methods are there. List iterator you can use only for list collection only, whereas iterator you can use for both the list and set, even for map also. So iterator is you can use for multiple collections iteration purpose, but a list iterator is only for list collection. That's all theory part. So let's start writing the programs. So how to iterate a collection? So see, by iterator interface, you can do that. Iterator is equal to collection name dot iterator, while this it dot has next and it dot next, you can get the next element. By for each loop, so for bracket data type variable name colon collection name. So normal for loop also you can use for bracket initialization, semicolon condition, semicolon increment or decrement. So statements or logic you can use. So this is the three types of iterators to iterate any of your collections. But this one is only for list, but remaining two are you can use for list to, set to, map to, anything. Anything you can iterate. But this one is only for where the index is there. Index is available only in the array list, not for other. So that's why you can use that. See, these are the programs we can try. Write a Java program to create a new array list and add some colors and print out them. Okay, so let's do this, all this. So then we'll iterate all of them. I'll create a array list. Maybe you can take up these exercises and I'll show all different elements, okay? I'll show different elements how we add there. See, I'm covering with this 10 examples, 11. You can get all the methods. See, write a Java program to iterate. So the iterator you have to use. Write a Java program to insert an element into the array list. Add method is coming here. Write a program to retrieve an element. So get method here you have to use. Write a Java program to update. So specific array list element by given element. So you have to use add method. So with index. So to remove method you have third element. So remove method you have to use. So you search an element in the array list. So contains method you have to use. To sort a given array list, you have to use a sort method. So write a Java program to copy one array list into another. So you can just do that two for loops. For loop you take and then you can copy easily. You can check an array list is empty or not using is empty method. Write a Java program to test and an array list is empty or not. So that's the same. I don't know why I included this one, but yeah. So these are the methods you can take up and I'll write a different one. Okay. Now let's open IntelliJ. I'll show you all the methods. Add all, remove all, contains equals method. So in a size method, iterator method, and how to use, I'll show you that all of them. Okay, so let me add a package here. The package name collections. Okay, so another package we added. So create a new class, array list demo. So just add a main method. Okay, very quick, right? So now I'll create a generics, okay? A non-generic type of list collection. So list equal to new, so array list. So I'm not specifying any type. So just add, so list also, import the class. These two you have to do. Now first one, you see that before size. So how can you find the size? Collection name dot size method. So I called first method size method. Array list elements. So just print this one. Now you execute this, so you will get a 0, size 0 and empty square brackets. See, array list size is 0, no elements at all because still we didn't add. And now I'm going to add. So let's see now. Add method. So this 9 minutes we'll use, we'll write, and if not completed, we'll finish next class. So my collection name is AL. I can store any kind of data. So AL dot add. So I'm just giving Java. Okay. Next, AL dot add. There is a say one more int index object element. So I want to add a 0 index, my element Python. Okay. So AL dot add all method I'm using. See that. So arrays dot as list. So I'm adding all the different elements. So integers 2.45 and even character. So even Boolean value. So these are all different elements we can add. So Go language, right? So these are the different elements I added. Now you print the elements. See, I called add method with index, add all method. So now what will happen? First you inserted Java, but again what you are doing now, this is you're inserting second place, but I'm telling, okay, move this to first place and Java will move down. That's a shifting takes place. So the first priority given to index. So the index method will, so now first Python will print, store, then Java will come, then these elements will be stored. So array list size after add and add all method. Okay. So see here, the size now is 7. See all first, but you inserted Java first, but you are forcefully moving this Python to first place. That's why first place Python has come. See, it is in maintaining the insertion order. Which order you so added, same order it is maintaining. That's a insertion order will be maintained by a list collection. Suppose I want to delete an element. So the collection dot remove. So you can remove particular element or you can give index also. Suppose I want to remove first place. I can remove that. Now you can call the methods of. See now the size is reduced to 6 and that Java has gone. This is the first place Java, right? Here. So this is the 0, this is the 1. So that is removed. Now shifting takes place. Now in this place, this 20 has come here. That is the shifting takes place. That's why manipulation is slow with our list. Next. So next see the remove all method. Remove all method. So remove all will remove all the specified elements, right? So L dot remove all. So how to remove arrays dot as list. So I want to remove a list of elements. That's why I'm using this. So I want to remove 20. I want to remove 2. I want to remove. See the list of elements I am specifying and it is removing all of them. Okay. So now you can call and print. The array list you can directly print, but array you cannot print directly like this, right? Because that's a different remove all. See that? So how many we removed? 3 removed. There was 6. Now 3 removed and 3 left now. Python 2.45. So A only left. Go also gone. So this is the how you can use uh, remove all. So all methods. Okay. So the next one is so what is the next method you can use? Is empty method, right? Is empty method. So collection is not empty, right? L dot is empty. No, it's not empty. So you can see Boolean value to returns. Boolean b equal to. So you can just write is collection empty. So B. It's not empty. So you can use contains method. So contains method is searches, right? So, Boolean b1 equal to al dot contains. I'm searching. So whether Python is there or not. So generally it returns true. searching Python is present in collection. V1. So you can run this. See, I'm calling all the methods to show you. See, this returns true because Python is present that way. And you can show equals method. So equals method compares two objects. So boolean b2 equal to al dot get of, so al dot equals. So equals. So and you can give al dot get of elements, get of 0 dot equals Python or not. I'm just giving. So array first element that is equal to this one or not. I'm checking. So checking an element with array list first element. That is B2. Okay. Let's run this. See, it is there. So equal. That's why you get a true. So like this, all Boolean commands you can use. And next size method is done. Remove all, remove method is done. So now we need to use iterator method, but let me add more elements. Few more elements I will add. So al dot add all. Maybe index based. I'll insert in the one place. And so arrays dot as list. And you can